If anybody watching this knows the history of this part of town, be interesting to find out. So we're back out on Arundel Gate. That's known as the Cheesegrater or something, that building. You can tell why. Over there is a Roebuck Tavern. I worked there briefly back in 1990, something like that. Did a stint at some bar work. It used to be a proper old local, then it's been extended since, and right opposite there used to be a pub called the Yorkshire Grey, which is now the Cheesegrater building. So a lot of changes around here. So we're back on Charles Street. Past Sheffield University Institute of Education. I'm trying to enjoy this, but at the same time, I'm very got one foot firmly in the past here. Oh, the Red Lion. It's an old school pub. And there's that bridge I told you. There used to be a few of those around various buildings in Sheffield, linking different buildings. That's the only one that I know. That's actually a modern one, isn't it? Because this is a modern building. I really didn't know there were any left. Stoddart building, visitors car park. So heading back towards the main Sheffield University campus. I'm going to have to reorientate myself so I'm not repeating too many streets. Yeah, one day soon I'm going to have a wander around inside. Here we are by the Millennium Gallery. Cafe in there. I think I've been there once. So it's Wednesday afternoon and it's 2:45. Walking on Arundel Gate. See, the train station's down there on the left, but I'm going to do a whole video on that later in this city centre series. Let's just carry walking on this side of Arundel Gate past the Cheesegrater. What a silly name, and yet so descriptive. Maybe dull in town in terms of weather, but little pools of colour here and there. Strange smell. I know that smell. I don't know what it is. Is it damp carpets? Or it's a very familiar smell. It's old. The Roebuck Tavern. I'll tell you what, let's walk up around it. Beer. We also do gin. Oh, don't tempt me, don't tempt me. Ask a free ferret. Oh, and a free ferret. A ferret? The Roebuck Tavern. Originally it was much smaller, as I said earlier. Just kind of this part here, not the big extension on the back. It's changed beyond recognition, really. As I said, right here there used to be a pub called the Yorkshire Grey, which is now long gone. What's down here? Union Lane, this is. Another, what's probably a very old street, which has been blocked off. As soon as you get used to something, they change it. Skyscrapers. That's what Sheffield City Centre is now. Very much. I don't know what's up here. This doesn't look at all familiar. Redvers Tower, that's called. Yeah, it's kind of a tower. Kind of. So where are we? I don't recognise this. Actually, this road is kind of familiar. Over there is, oh, Charles Street, more of Charles Street. And this is still Union Street, yeah. So these are all roads that kind of lead onto the moor. Oh, so different to when I was last here. This is Norfolk Street. Back onto Charles Street. I'm not going to go onto the moor per se today. I'm just doing some of the streets around it. So is that the moor there? It's just one big building site. I think that is. This is Pinstone Street. Yeah, it's the top of the moor. So I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to stick with the back streets. A charity shop. Just my thing. No, I'm trying to save money. Onto Norfolk Street. This is so educational for me. Down towards the Cheesegrater there. New Central Hall. I think this used to be an old cinema actually. I said in the other video there's not that many old cinema buildings that are actually left standing in the city centre, but that did used to be a cinema in there. New Central Hall. Sheffield was full of them. Most of them buildings have been long demolished, but there's a few of the original buildings around. Well, that doesn't really look like it was ever a cinema, but I'm sure it was. So we're now by the Peace Gardens. Bella Italia. Oh, I just fancy a Pomodoro. I think if I went in and asked very nicely, I'd get one. Free? No, I don't think so. I'll tell you what, since we're here, let's take a walk around the Peace Gardens as they are today. I remember the Peace Gardens as totally different back in the 80s. Although those buildings are all there. There was an army surplus stores there, a big one. Can't remember what else was there though. But this was all grass and flower beds originally, it wasn't paved. All very different. I'm not saying it's better now. I'm not necessarily saying it's worse, it's just different. I do like the fountains, but there's not nearly as much grass areas as there were. Used to be many more places to sit here in the summer. Now there's a great water feature. I understand these are very popular in the summer for jumping in. So maybe I'll come back in the summer. Cafe Nero there. Let's just wander around the rest of the Peace Garden. I like these little, what do they call them? These little water trenches, like mini canals. I think they're good. You know, it's well designed in its own way. I do like the sound of running water. Nice kind of vintage looking light fittings there, which are modern, but they look good. Very restful, very good. Could be some great cinematography down here. Actually, it's a good location for a film. Let's shoot a movie. I'll see who's available. This, of course, used to be a graveyard back in the 1950s, 1960s. Of St Paul's Church, I think it was. That's Pinstone Street over there, totally different to how it was. All those buildings have been turned into a huge hotel, but we'll do more of that when we come to it. Interesting feature. Again, I imagine this is incredibly popular in the summer. That's the town hall. It's having a lot of money spent on it apparently, because, well, it needs it. It's an old building. They kind of fall down a bit if you don't take care of them. This is where the old town hall extension used to be here, which I must admit, I was quite sad when they pulled that down in the 90s. I used to like it. It had something. Ah, the Silver Balls. I've walked this way before. We're next to the Mercury Hotel and next to Cafe Nero by the Peace Gardens. Pizza Express over there. Piccolino. Oh, all these restaurants are making me hungry. So there's the Cheesegrater again, with the Genting casino next to it. We've walked that bit over there, so let's make our way back past Pizza Express. I'll tell you what, we'll go through the Millennium Gallery. I did take some film in here in December when I was out filming, but I forgot to turn the camera on, so I didn't get anything. I'll tell you what, we'll take a walk through the Millennium galleries, but I won't go out the other side because I'm going to do those roads there on a different day. Nice and quiet in here. The Winter Gardens, this place is called. Don't know why I was thinking of the Millennium. Oh, the Millennium Gallery is attached to it. It's the Winter Gardens. Well, I'll tell you what, since we're here, let's have a wander through. Chips today are twice as big. I wasn't going to go inside anywhere, but I don't know. Why not? Colourful. Like a breath of fresh air, this place. I love the colours. I love those kind of designs on glass. Oh yeah. I'll tell you what, let's go through some of the galleries now we're here. Okay, let's have a quick wander.
To inspire. Which one is this? This
Automatic door, automatic door. Isn't automatic. Out of order. Oh! Scare me, those things. Right, so that was the Winter Gardens.